Before we dive into this powerful African love story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss stories that stir your heart and honor our culture. Now let's begin. The Bride Price, a story of love and defiance. In the heart of a sun-drenched African village, where red earth kissed the sky and baobab trees stood like silent witnesses of time, the tradition of the bride price was held sacred. It was not merely a transaction but a cultural ceremony steeped in generations of meaning, a symbol of respect, honor, and the joining of families. For the elders, it was a way to prove a man's worth and celebrate a woman's value. But for Amara, a young woman with eyes like dusk and dreams stitched from starlight, the bride price felt more like a chain than a crown. Amara had grown up beneath the wide sky of her village, learning the names of birds and the rhythm of harvest. She loved the scent of wet yam leaves, the music of drums on moonlit nights, and the stories her grandmother told by firelight. But as she neared womanhood, a shadow began to creep into her days. The unspoken certainty that soon a man would come bearing gifts, and her future would no longer belong to her. That man arrived in the form of Chief Dyke's son, Obina, a tall, broad-shouldered figure with the confidence of inherited power. His father's wealth spoke for him. 10 fat cows, 6 goats, crates of palm oil, and a pouch of gold coins, more than enough to satisfy even the proudest family. Amara's parents, especially her father, were overjoyed. To them, this was not just a marriage proposal, it was a reward for years of raising a daughter worthy of such riches. But Amara's heart did not leap at the sight of Obina's caravan. Instead, her mind drifted to Kelechi, the quiet, kind-eyed boy who worked at the village well. Kelechi was not wealthy, he owned no livestock, but he had a gentle voice that made the world slow down, and when he spoke, he made her feel seen. They had grown close over the seasons, stealing moments beneath mango trees, speaking in whispers over shared roasted maize. With Kelechi, Amara felt something she never had with Obina Choice. When the announcement of the bride price was made, Amara's world tipped sideways. She sat quietly in the courtyard, watching as her family prepared for the marriage rites. Her mother fussed over wrappers and beads. Her father boasted proudly to neighbors. No one thought to ask her how she felt. It was not customary. In their eyes, her future was already decided. That night, beneath the canopy of stars, Amara met Kelechi one last time. Amara, they've accepted the bride price. Kelechi, and what do you accept, Amara? Amara remained silent. Kelechi, I have no cows, no goats, nothing your father would call a bride price. Amara, but you have my heart, and that should be enough. Kelechi, then let me fight for you, not with gold, but with truth. The next day, Kelechi did what no one expected. He stood before the elders, dusty and trembling, and declared his love for Amara. He spoke not of wealth, but of shared memories, of laughter and learning, of a future built together, not bought. Gasps echoed around the courtyard. Elders whispered. Amara's father scowled. Chief Dyke looked amused. Chief Dyke, you are bold, boy, but love does not fatten the calves or fill the granary. Kelechi, I know, but love feeds the soul. The council dismissed him with a wave, but the seed had been planted. Amara, inspired by Kelechi's courage, found her own voice that evening. As the sun set in blood and gold, Amara rose before her family and elders. Amara, I will not marry Obina, I will not be sold. The silence was deafening. Amara's father, do you shame us? Do you spit on the honor of our family? Do you not know what 10 cows mean? Amara, I do, but do you know what I mean? Do you know who I am beyond the price set on my head? The elders murmured. Her mother wept. Chief Dyke stood in silence, more curious than offended. Amara's father, you will bring ruin. No man will want a woman who chooses herself. Amara, then I will walk alone, but I will walk free. Are you feeling Amara's strength? If you believe love should be a choice, not a transaction, like this video, and tell us in the comments, would you choose love or tradition? Your voice matters. Let it be heard. That night, Amara left her home. She walked barefoot into the dark, uncertain of what lay ahead. Kelechi found her by the riverside, and together they built a small hut on the outskirts of the village. People whispered. Some called her foolish, others brave. Children curious brought her fruit and stories. Days turned to weeks and something unexpected began to happen. The village watched. They saw how Kelechi and Amara lived, not in wealth, but in peace. They laughed often. They argued, yes, but they always found their way back to each other. Slowly, the elders began to question their old beliefs. Was it possible that love itself could be the bride price? That joy could be a richer dowry than cattle? Then came the turning point. A girl named Ifunanya, barely 16, was promised to a trader from a neighboring village. Her cries echoed through the village square. Her eyes met Amara's. "Help me!" Amara stood before the elders once again. "You said I brought shame, but what I brought was a mirror. Look into it. Are our daughters to be sold or chosen? Are our women ornaments or voices?" This time the elders did not dismiss her. The oldest among them, a woman named Mama Nkem, stood and spoke. "Perhaps we have forgotten what the bride price truly means. It is not payment, it is partnership. It should never silence the bride. It should honor her, not claim her." The village shifted. Tradition, once immovable, began to bend. From then on, the practice of bride price remained, but it changed. Girls were given the choice to accept or reject it. Love was no longer whispered in the shadows but sung in the streets. And in time, Amara and Kelechi were married, not with cows or coins, but with a ring made of woven grass and a dance beneath the stars. Their story was told at every festival. Children acted it out with laughter. Young lovers quoted Amara's words as vows. "Children, you will bring ruin." Young lovers, "No, I will walk free." Years later, when Amara's daughter came of age, a young man arrived at their door. He had no goats, no gold, but he knelt, holding a carved necklace and a heart full of hope. "Young man, I have only my love to offer, Amara." "Then you have brought the highest bride price of all." If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who believes in true love. And if you're new here, subscribe for more heartfelt African tales every week. This is more than a story, it's a movement. The Bride Price is not just a tale of romance. It is a story of resistance, of courage, of redefining value in a world that often measures worth in wealth. Amara's journey is a reflection of many real stories across the continent. Stories of women who dare to choose love over obligation, freedom over fear. In the end, this tale reminds us of one powerful truth. The highest bride price is not paid in cows, goats, or gold, but in love, respect, and the courage to choose your own destiny. Thank you for watching The Bride Price. If you want to see more powerful love stories like this, click the next video right here, and don't forget to leave a comment. What did this story mean to you?